Marketing actually manipulating majority of people. But again, if it's happening like this, it's needed. So for people to start think themselves, not for them, for themselves. And if they're going with the idea of the marketing, okay, it's their choice, but then will they have that satisfaction from the moment they've got what they want? And for how long this satisfaction is going to last?
That's a beautiful point. It's interesting because the association with other brands, and I believe this is what you see this many times happen in many places where you have this main road full of big brand and then you have the local shop, and I think it works amazingly.
Yeah, I love these
people
small
want
shops.
the brand, the small one, maybe so, especially someone who comes from abroad wants something typical, maybe something crafted, something special, and that single piece will make your entire trip, and then you associate the piece on your trip to Capri.
I like to paint miniatures, and it's my little hobby. But I know that I get the best quality things to do my hobby. I have a titanium handmade airbrush. For me, it's signed, and it's so precise that you can actually do calligraphy with it. An airbrush. That's a piece of luxury. All right, so let's continue our conversation from before. So we left off, again, we're talking about luxury, we're talking about marketing particularly. The ideology of marketing, the ideology of, well, I want to say manipulation, but force-feed education. How about that?
Sounds like propaganda.
Well, yeah, propaganda. To guide you in making decisions, and not only to guide you into giving value onto things. What do you guys think about that?
I don't like it.
No. Well, the way I phrased it, obviously, was a bit negative as well, but okay.
Yeah, I feel that marketing actually manipulating majority of people. But again, if it's happening like this, it's needed. So for people to start think themselves, not for them, for themselves. And if they're going with the idea of the marketing, okay, it's their choice, but then will they have that satisfaction from the moment they've got what they want? And for how long this satisfaction is going to last?
That's a beautiful point, actually.
You know, when
The
we said
perceptual
we're talking
satisfaction.
about expectations,
Yeah.
I remember I bought things because an advertisement told me so. The marketing guided me. And yes, I was disappointed. And it happened multiple times until I learned my lesson.
But honestly, I believe that there is a line in between when marketing is actually education to allow you to do a wise decision about what you want to purchase. Let's say you want to compare different products, different services, and when it becomes manipulation. So if you're talking about the part of manipulation, of course, it is what it is. It's a battle. They want to sell things. They want you to purchase things or perceive things that are above what they are actually, maybe the intrinsic value of the thing. But education is necessary for you to purchase something. For example, just to say something silly, if I buy a city car and my scope is to reach Abu Dhabi every day, and maybe my city car is electric and do only 50 kilometers per full charge, of course, it's not what I need to. Then how do I learn what do I need to? So I have a specific needs. Who will teach me what can be a good, let's say, fit for this need? So that it is education. But if the education is manipulated under marketing to sell you something particular, then it is tricky.
But where have you seen educative marketing instead of manipulative marketing? Or deceptive marketing?
Education are the video, for example, just to give you an idea, the one that I do for my own clinic, in which I explain what is a product, what is how does it work, and why it is maybe better A compared to B. And based on the necessity, there is education. And of course, has also a value as a marketing. But the main scope is to educate the customer to have the right choice. Why? Because if I don't do so, and a potential client come and want a specific service because someone told them to buy that specific service. There might be veneers, ceramic veneers. Then maybe it will be dissatisfied by the experience or maybe by the result because they thought they should have achieved something. So when someone comes with a very clear idea, it is important, for example, to me to understand where this clear idea comes from and how solid is the knowledge behind to be sure that we are not going the wrong direction. Because it's not just, I want this. Okay, but why do you need this? Okay, because it might be instead of doing, I don't know, veneers, could be a simple ortho treatment and a bleaching. You keep your own teeth and everybody will be happy. And then many times happen this, they're actually at the end of the treatment, they tell me, yeah, thank you, doctor, for guiding me into this other direction. I thought that I needed this because they're being indoctrinated in that direction. So who want to take advantage of that can do that. But then the patient, the client, it will not be happy on the long run. So it happened with what she was saying before. How much long you will be happy with the thing. So if you've been manipulated to purchase the thing or the service, you will not be happy longer. Well, if you've been educated correctly, and also yourself, you educate not only from one source, you research other people, other sources, other friends also that went through the same process. Then you can make a wise choice.
So with one you would feel cheated. With the other one, you would appreciate and value the service, the product.
Sooner or later will happen. Yes, I believe so.
I haven't seen any educational videos from any brand what we see on the billboards.
On the billboards, yeah, it's true.
So the big commercial brands.
Yes. I've seen a lot on the small brands, and actually their videos are very interesting and very, very intriguing, and you want to know more. And I had a beautiful story when I was studying gemology. We had one lady, also student. She came full of brands from top to bottom. I was okay.
The Christmas tree.
No, it's not, but it's okay. It's like she liked it, no problem.
And she make her feel good.
Yeah, and we were studying diamonds. And at the end of the course, she said, I was so stupid. I forced my husband to buy me. We were studying pricing as well of diamonds. And
It's
then
a very sweet topic.
yes, and then she realized that how much they overpay for all the diamonds what she had.
Yeah, big time. Especially if you are buying diamonds from big brands.
Yes, she was buying from big brands, and she was telling, convincing husband that this diamond, because it's from
Blah, blah, blah.
Cartier or from wherever or from any other brand, that's why it's
More worth it than-
this price. But diamonds cost the same everywhere.
It's like gold. Gold is gold.
Yeah, exactly.
So, continuing on the topic of marketing, now I want to talk about locations. We live, all of us today, we are standing in Dubai, which is considered one of the capitals for luxury and wealth, and who is an amazing machine for marketing. I mean, Dubai has rebuilt itself and its image constantly, thanks to marketing. They've done an amazing job, and nobody can argue that. And that's why we're still sitting here, because we find something that we like here. But luxury, this epicenter of luxury, would you compare Dubai to Miami or New York?
I have never been in Miami or New York, so
Okay.
I cannot do something else.
Rome, Milano.
Milano,
Madrid.
much more than Rome itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Milano, it's
You cannot compare these things.
why?
No, because
I
it's
can agree
it's
with
different. It's different
Yeah.
concept,
Okay.
different people, different everything, different setup, and Rome built God knows how when, and UAE it's a new country.
But we're talking about luxury.
It's
We're not
luxury,
talking about heritage or
luxury
history.
included.
But heritage is part of luxury.
Is it?
It is. When you buy Cartier, Van Cleef, and so
Yeah,
on. and you bring
Prosecco winery, what we
Exactly.
were talking.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still heritage. You want that.
And
This is why. Sorry.
yeah, sorry.
Please.
and here they cannot do winery because of weather condition. Doesn't make it less luxury?
I don't know, but we're talking about heritage as well as part of luxury.
It is, from my point of view, at least. I like
So-
to have a story behind the brand. I
So
like
the
to-
luxury in Dubai, I for me is money luxury. Is you have money you can spend, you can afford, and okay, great. So you have, it's more of a statement of purchasing power.
or
The
maybe-
luxury ideology.
Or maybe just the pillar of luxury is different here compared to the whole city. Again, it's like if you compare with the same term, I know, like, again, Cartier with an unknown brand. You cannot compare with the same pillar because they don't compete on the same level. They don't compete with the same type of customer.
And they might both of them be luxury, actually.
Exactly. Because the perception or what the customer looks for might be one direction or the other. So who is here is looking for what this city gives to them. But who is in Italy, Milano, New York, or London, or whatever, they're looking for those things. This is why they're not here.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh,
I came to Dubai with the picture of this Palm Jumeirah. For me, it was like, oh my God, the idea itself, it was fantastic. And I was here almost 20 years, and I feel great about it. And all these restaurants, parties, buildings, it was so interesting because I haven't seen it in Russia, and I really enjoyed that. But then with time things change, and I want something
Perception.
else. Yeah.
Also, it doesn't mean that Russian is not at the same level or is worse. Or
Yeah, no, it
That's
doesn't
the thing, you
mean.
cannot
It's
compare.
just
It's
how I
different.
feel about it now,
Yeah.
and I want to change. That's it.
Yeah.
I remember we had a interesting conversation about Capri. And
My favorite island
yes.
so far.
And Capri is worldwide known as one of the capitals or the capital of luxury. I mean, the vistas that you have in Capri, both historical as well as the amount of wealth that goes to Capri, is enormous.
In the vibe of the city.
And the
also,
vibe
yeah.
of the city, and you have two Capris. You have the Capri during the day with all the tourists, then you have the Capri after the last ferry boat leaves Capri, which takes away all the tourists. And so the people that can afford to stay on the island come out. And it's a very interesting feeling. For me, it's like these peacocks that just come out to the wild, showcasing their feathers and strumming around the town. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful, and it is a very surreal experience. Now, we were talking about this because I had an opinion about a shop in Capri, and you corrected my opinion. It made me think a lot. So could you tell me a little bit more about what you told me when you were specifying, particularly when I told you I don't necessarily want to be associated with the big brands because I want to be niche.
Ah, okay. I'm dreaming about shop in Capri. Eventually, my dream come true, no matter how old I will be. And I have nothing against big brands, even though I'm not following them. It's not my thing. I'm creating my own brand. Not necessarily it's gonna become big, but I don't mind to have neighbors like that, because people can come and they will have a variety, and maybe they will choose me over the big brand, because I'm planning to be in my shop myself. Imagine the owner of the shop is telling you the story, how it was done, where it started. It's the whole experience. And I will enjoy this because I like to see my customers. I had a shop here in Dubai, and I really like the people who were coming to us, who they are, what they are, and then they were coming back. And I was doing it not to make them come back. I was really interested to see who are my customers. Because I was trying to do this marketing strategy on Instagram several times. And the first question was, who is your targeted audience?
It's the most difficult one, by the way.
Exactly.
Still working on mine. But still.
And I was never able to answer that, because I have customers from 16 years old up to 70. And they are in totally different industries, different lifestyle. I cannot combine them. The only what make them all together, they like my things. That's it. And so how to find people in the world who like my things? No, just show, like, this what I have, like it or you don't like it. I'm not forcing anybody. I'm not gonna push people, this you have to buy because of this, that. It will give you status, it will give you this. It doesn't give you anything. It's a beautiful thing what you will wear and enjoy. That's it.
Very, very true. It's interesting because the association with other brands, and I believe this is what you see this many times happen in many places where you have this main road full of big brand and then you have the local shop. And I think it works amazingly.
Yeah, I love these
people
small
want
shops.
the brand. The small one, maybe so, especially someone who come from abroad wants something typical, maybe something crafted, something special. Okay, and that single piece will make your entire trip. And then you associate the piece on your trip to Capri.
Yeah, like last time we went to Florence, and it was a tiny shop on the streets between all the shops.
At the vintage boutique.
Yeah, and it was two guys there working, and it was vintage stuff. And then we start talking to them. Yeah, the shop belonged to my grandmother, and I'm still selling her stuff, and yeah, we produce some new. I already wanted to buy something as a memory of Florence from there. So I bought it. And now it's my Florence earrings.
Exactly.
And they will stay my Florence earrings till the end.
Yes, this is again the story, the attachment to it.
But also the purpose.
The purpose.
That you associate to the thing. You know, I think this is why we gifted things in specific days and specific occasion, because you will connect the feeling, that occasion to the specific thing. So you're buying a gift like a jewel or bag or whatever, would be, was for my, 25th birthday or whatever. And you remember that. But what's best than a trip? You're traveling. You just ended up to be randomly there. Just an occasion. And then make it special. For example, I'll tell you one story about this. It was very interesting. It was not a small boutique. It is a brand. It was Dolce & Gabbana. We're in Thailand with Rochelle, because Rochelle was used to have an office there. And we were walking into this mall where it was very hot outside. We entered inside. And there was this D&G boutique. And my wife, she was looking for a small bag. And I was seeing some weird movement inside the shop. And I was seeing people with coat, etc. I said, okay, what's going on? I want to check. I started chatting with the guys inside the shop. The sales advisor ended up being the manager of actually the boutique. And the boutique was new, just open, not even 1 week. And they were having some artists coming over to do personalization for your bag.
Like paintings?
Painting over your bag.
That's so cool.
And I look at my wife and says, no, you need to take it. I will buy it. If you don't want, I will buy it for you. I don't care. I want you to have it. Why? Because I don't care about the bag itself, but the process of choosing how the painting, what you should put on it, was beautiful. So they were taking a picture of the bag, the system they applied, all the design. You'll see them literally doing the bags in front of you. That was special. So it's not the bag, the value, it's the experience in the case, and the fact that it's a single piece, a unique piece. So, and she didn't want to buy it at the beginning, and she still wasn't that happy. But what happened also? We were supposed to travel the day after, or something like that, and they were not making on time. So the manager of the boutique, at closing time, they finished the bag. He took a metro. He came to our hotel to deliver the bag to us in person.
Yeah.
That is
This
beautiful
is
experience.
luxury.
This is luxury. So even though it comes from a big brand, this is what we're saying also about watches. The fact of the personalization approach, the fact that there is no another piece, make it unique, even though it's a big brand. But that is connected with a memory now. So I'm telling you this story, like we were saying the other story, and it's beautiful because you remember that how it happened, how everything went. You were not expecting that. Mm-hmm. So imagine you're going to Capri, you're not expecting her boutique. Mm-hmm. You suddenly discover the boutique and say, wow, it's beautiful. And the story behind. She's also teaching you about, make you understand why this things is like this things is like that. And she's speaking out of passion. That makes it the experience. I think it's beautiful.
It is really beautiful. I mean, I can imagine the whole scene of the artist painting the bag. It must have been fantastic.
Also because it was only for like 2-3 days and we managed to get that in the 2-3 days. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that is fantastic. So then what is luxury again? Because we're talking about giving meaning, giving feeling, memories, uniqueness, scarcity, rarity. Mm-hmm. What is luxury? Because all of us have an understanding. We could sit here, look at something, and say, that could be luxury. Then again, that could be a symbol of luxury. That could be luxurious in itself. Is having a Ferrari a luxury?
Not for me. I'm not fan of cars.
I'm using Ferrari again because it's a well-known brand.
Because everybody know about that. But again, itself, having a Ferrari is not luxury. Itself as a thing, as a car. Because again, for example, for me, I like Ferrari. Yes, of course I like Ferrari.
You don't fit in a Ferrari.
I fit in certain Ferrari.
Ah, yeah, you did?
I fit, yes.
Okay.
And I test drive them also. I like them. I fit. There are some models in which, thank God, I'm fitting. But again,
Dr. Omar is 2 meters and 3 centimeters. Yeah. Yes. So
there are some Ferrari which I'm fitting for. There are like 4 models, no more than 4 or 5 models. Now the new one that came out, I tried that one actually fitting. But again, for example, I went for a test drive, and the first thing I thought was, okay, I would like to have my baby with me. Does it fit a baby seat? Can I place a baby seat on the back? Do we have seat in the back? So even though it's supposedly be a luxury car, the fact that it's missing something that for me is valuable,
important,
and I want to have a ride in a Ferrari with my son, it makes it useless. So if I want to have that car, must have space for my baby. And that makes it, okay, this is something that could be interesting to have in that way. Okay. But itself, the car itself is not luxury, even though it takes time to be delivered, because again, it's just about money. So you can afford it or not. If you can afford it, you might enter into the waiting list to get access to, or you might be introduced to. But again, is that there is rarity? No. How many cars do they produce every year?
You can find one.
Exactly.
If you look for it, you'll find it.
Look at the used market for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. How many of those are available? Plenty. So it is a symbol of sportiveness, of Formula One. So if you're looking for those symbol and you like the symbol, of course it's the car for you. But for me, there are value other things. I like the car. I like the idea to have it. Yeah. But again, I know there's not luxury. That's the thing. I buy it. If I will buy it, I will buy it knowing there's not luxury. Knowing there's is a beautiful tool.
Well, let's talk about then what is considered today the most luxurious vehicle in the world, which is the Rolls-Royce. Both of you know the Rolls-Royce.
Yeah.
I have ridden on Rolls-Royce, and for me, it's just a car.
I like it.
Okay. I like it too, to be honest.
Right.
But again,
it's so comfy.
It's cool also. It's a cool car, indeed. But again, it is that luxury. Probably is the most luxurious experience that you can have in a car, as a feeling, as a perception inside. Okay, so because the car has a purpose, a jewel doesn't have a specific purpose. A watch is obsolete nowadays. You have a watch, you have a mobile phone.
Yes. So
maybe luxury is connected with the fact that it is not useful. So it's not a painting. It doesn't have a purpose by itself. So we create the purpose because we want to admire the thing. We want to wear the things that makes us feel good. Like you were saying, you go in the living room, you see the painting. Fantastic. By itself, you don't need a painting to live. No. But you need a car to move You need mobility. You need to travel. You need to have access to movement.
You can
to
travel
dynamism.
by bus. Actually,
But-
people need very little to
In
live.
reality, yes. We had this discussion, I guess. You can live
Yes.
with very little. if
We
you
have
want.
it all the time.
Even a horse. Riding a horse, is that luxury?
Well, if you
For
ask,
me, yes.
Yeah,
if
nowadays,
you
nowadays
ask
it
people,
is.
yes.
Because it's useless. This is why it's luxury. When it was a necessity, it was not luxury.
But there is
No,
people who are
it used
having
to-
horse farms and they ride in the horse every day.
The cowboys,
Yeah.
they're not riding in luxury. They have their saddle and
Yeah, this is their lifestyle.
cowboy
Be-
boots.
Because that is the lifestyle. Again, because they need that. But it is not something that you don't need, that you do with purpose. Because you are here in Dubai, you go maybe horse riding. It's a fantastic experience. I like it too. But that's luxury from my point of view here. Because you don't need a horse in your life. While the cowboy, they need it for their work. So even for you, you're dealing with how many stones every day? Even you, Cristobal, how many stones every day? How many bars of gold and things that you handle? Is that luxury because you handle them? No. This is your job. But what you create in that case, you create something that's unique. But it's useless. A jewelry is useless. A watch is useless. So is the purpose from my point of view also connected with that?
Luxury needs purpose. Luxury needs to be valued.
You need to have for you need to value something, but doesn't need to have a usage, a direct usage. So that makes the thing for you special. The bag that we were saying, the hand-painted bag, is that necessary? No.
Yeah, but
It's
you know
useless.
what? Here I'm gonna put a
Yes.
finger somewhere else, man, because you work with tools in your profession.
Yeah.
Having the best tool. The best tool.
Yeah.
For example, I like to paint miniatures, and it's my little hobby. But I know that I get the best quality things to do my hobby. I have a titanium handmade airbrush,
There's a luxury.
which it's yes,
Luxury.
for me
You don't need
it's
it.
signed and it's so precise that you can actually do calligraphy with it. An airbrush. That's a piece of luxury.
But at the same-
Unnecessary.
but at the same time, as you specify the thing, you specify that you can write with that for how thin it is. So it has a purpose.
Right, but I don't write with it.
But has a purpose. Has a purpose of being used maybe on the miniature for doing certain details that
Yes.
I'm not aware of.
But other airbrushes can do the same. Just this one is.
You want the more. I know you, Chris. You only buy the
But
top
this is
of
what
the
I'm
top of the
talking
top.
about. It's my toy, and I want the best. And
Yeah,
this
the
one-
toy. This is the main important word. All the luxury, it's part of the game. We're just playing with it, one way or another.
So we're just talking about toys.
Yeah.
But toys, I think it is not correct.
Why not? Doesn't it bring you joy?
Yes, but you play with toys.
And you play with your.
You play with a aerographer, but
Yeah,
aeropenna,
right.
but you don't play with a jewel.
Really?
Oh,
Even though you play with watches, because I like to hand wind in my
I was
watch,
gonna
because
go there, man.
Yes, but maybe it's about a ritual they have with the thing. I like the hand wounded watches because every time I need to take the watch, I need to control if it's keeping the time, hand wounded, and I like that ritual. It give me a
You
moment
like to polish them.
I like to polish them.
You like to put
but-
the balsam on the
balsam on
crocodile
leather,
skin.
Yes, but also I like to do the coffee in the morning. So you like the small ritual of doing that thing.
Yeah, but
It
for
is not
example,
toy,
you're saying
but-
that people don't play with jewelry. I would like to
No,
ask
no,
Xenia.
Yeah,
Not that I'm
big
aware.
toy.
I don't.
They-
If you're talking about
every
the
day
gentleman.
I'm playing with that. Whenever I'm getting ready, I'm choosing which one to wear. I'm mixing them all the time, different way. It is part of the game.
It is actually, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
now,
it-
right now I'm playing with my ring. It feels so good.
Give you satisfaction. I think. This
So-
is true, actually.
And now I remember something else. Fabergé. When we went to St. Petersburg,
Yeah.
which Omar, when you'll come to St. Petersburg with us, we'll take you. We went to the Fabergé Museum. where they have the collection of all these beautiful jewelry pieces made by Fabergé and his team.
Have zero purpose.
They're all
This
toys.
is what I said,
Yeah.
zero purpose.
They're all
yes.
toys.
Yeah.
But actually, you ever been to the Dubai Watch Week? This been, I think, last
I
year.
haven't yet.
Okay, there was the Van Cleef stand. It was fantastic. You had all these kind of, I don't know how to call it, mechanical robots. They were moving with the bird singing.
Automatons. They're called automatons.
Yeah. I
It's
thought
so
it was
cool.
they're beautiful. With the enameling made by hands. Fantastic. And they were all this stand was about this kind of automatons, and everything was moving, and everything has a complex way to do simple things. This is also a thing. Complex way to do simple things. Why doing, like we were saying at the beginning of our actually chat, why doing something in an easy way when you can do it, in a more luxury way, more pleasant way, more aesthetically pleasant way. So it doesn't open like this, you rotate and open maybe in a weird way. And the things doesn't move in a certain specific way that you expecting to move, might move in a different way. So the small surprise, they make him maybe more into the toy thing that you were saying before. But they're sophisticated, luxury, handmade, very rare to do, especially those. They make it special. Otherwise, it will be
And they make it desirable.
very desirable. If it was the best from my point of view.
And
best,
they're not screaming about it on
No,
every billboard.
No, exactly. And there was the lady who was doing actually the enameling on the spot, and I was showing all the process. There was a table like this. She was at the head, and she was teaching people how to do that. And this is the educational part I was referring to. So they are not pushing you to buy, but they educate you why this is special in this way. Why? What does it take to do it? There was all the process of grinding the glass to the enameling, how does it work, the oven and everything. There was all a learning part inside the stand that was fantastic from my point of view.
And
It
it
is
creates a huge interest, and you don't need to manipulate people to buy it.
If your product is solid.
Yes.
When the product is not solid, then you need fake
Exactly.
stories, association with moon, association with whatever
Star
it is,
sign.
and all the things.
The star sign and the month, what is it called? The month gems, no? Birthstones.
Yeah, no, these things also can be, but not forced. I don't like this force.
Thinking about every watch producer, big watch producer, produce a specific watch every year for the Chinese New Year. And ideally, as a concept, I like it. But then you see all of them, and they're looking all exactly the same.
With a little comma
Yeah,
here, a
it's
little
the
thing
exact
there.
same basic model that they have. Where they had I don't know, I think it's the horse here this year. They just changed maybe the balancing wheel with a horse.
Okay.
That's it. And this is the special product. There is no effort in that. There's no luxury. You just try to sell something in that specific month, and that's it.
We had a nice conversation for about almost 2 hours. So I wanna come to a little conclusion. I wanna ask each one of you, and I will give my opinion as well. If you could choose one adjective to give to the world of luxury, so luxury to you is in one word.
Yeah. One word.
In one word?
In one
No,
word.
come on, give me a couple.
No, give me one. Okay.
Give me a couple. But I think only one will be diminishing. It is a complex topic to be
That's why we
defined with
spoke for 2 hours about it.
Exactly.
Oh, I create one word.
Go for that, please.
Yeah, luxury, it's satisfaction.
It's interesting. Yes, it's about your experience more than
Yes.
the way of the.
It's for
production.
you.
It's
Yes.
for you. It's for you.
Action. Okay. You want to give it a go, Doc?
Yes, but I totally agree with you. But at the same time, to be more generic, I will say that need to have what I said even before. Need to be handmade by an expert for sure. And need to be rare. Then you can like it, you can not like it, someone will like it. But the expertise need to be there, need to be a craftsman piece, and need to be difficult to have access to, but because real difficulty of accessibility, because of the timing necessary to build the things. Then you will have someone who is really interested about the jewel done in that way, like it could be someone interested in something else. So I would say, if I need to use only one term, rarity probably. but in that concept, not rarity.
Scarcity or rarity?
Scarcity, actually.
Scarcity. So
But real scarcity.
of course, we're not talking about manipulated.
Rolex type of.
You know, I everything we talked about was fantastic, and for me, luxury in its essence. Now that Xenia said what she said, it's stuck in my head.
But I believe it could be a composition of all
for
of
sure,
those
it's a
things. That's the
composition.
thing, because I think each one connected to the other.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what it will say. But
For me, luxury is an experience on its own. It doesn't matter how it is, as long as it is, as long as it happened. A travel can be luxury. Traveling can be luxury. But why? Not because you get on the plane. Many people get on the plane, but maybe because the experiences you are having during your trip that you bring back with you have enriched you somehow, make you become richer. And that enrichment is luxury. The ability to give yourself that possibility to be more through the objects that you like to acquire, through the passions and hobbies that you like to cultivate, and through the experiences that you have. Because everything gives you an experience. Like the watch that I'm wearing today. The memory, the care and the knowledge that I had when you built it for me, and the stories that I will tell in the future about it. So it, for me, is an experience. Unforgettable. And it's mine. Again, personal.
yeah.
For me. So that's okay. So
One word.
yeah,
One more.
one
Yeah,
word.
you choose one word.
So I didn't talk much this time. So I want to thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Amore, for joining us. Dottore, thank you
was
for
a real
making the
pleasure.
time to be with us. And I hope you guys had a good time. And
was
I
lovely.
really enjoyed our conversation.
it was.
So
it was
thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.